Welcome back everyone. Today we'll be making a 3-in-1 Greek lentil dish that can be used to make a few different things. So we'll be starting off with 1 cup of soaked brown lentils that have been soaking overnight. In this recipe I'm actually making a double batch of all of the listed quantities. And actually I highly recommend you do that as well, just so you do have enough leftovers to make the different recipes. So into a large pot we'll be adding a 1/4 cup of olive oil, as well as 1 diced white onion, and then we'll mix that up. And to that we'll add 2 cloves of minced garlic, as well as a 1/4 cup of tomato paste. And remember, in the video I'm doubling everything, so here I'm adding 1/2 cup of tomato paste. Mix that through, and then add a liter of water. And also add the lentils that have been soaking. I'm adding 2 cups worth of beef style stock cubes and 1 cup worth of vegetable stock cubes, as well as 2 teaspoons of turmeric and 1 bay leaf, as well as 2 dried chilies. Again, in the video I've doubled everything. Cover that and let it cook down. This should take around 30 minutes, and then once the lentils are cooked through, but it's still watery, you've got yourself a delicious Greek lentil soup that I would serve with a dollop of vegan yogurt and some crusty bread. However, I've continued to cook this down now with the lid off so that the water evaporates, to make a thicker sort of Greek inspired dal, which I'll be serving just over some plain white rice, and maybe put some coriander if you've got it. And this is honestly the way I usually have this. It's just so nice and comforting. But since we've made so much of it, let's use it to make some Bolognese. So we'll just defrost our leftovers and crush up around 100 grams of walnuts. Then we'll take 20 grams of dried porcini mushrooms and cover it with a cup of water, and then just cover that with a lid so it can rehydrate. Make sure you've crushed up the walnuts so that they're no bigger than breadcrumbs, and then put them into a pan just on their own to toast them a bit. Once they're toasted and fragrant, just take them out. Add a tablespoon of olive oil into that same pan. Put in 200 grams of sliced white mushrooms. And cook them for around 5 minutes until they've gotten nice and brown. Then we'll add 2 teaspoons of oregano and a teaspoon of dried chili flakes. You can really just add any sort of Italian herbs that you want. However, the pasta sauce I'll be using later has a lot of herbs already in it, so that's why I've sort of been quite minimal. Add in your leftover brown lentil mixture. Just break up any frozen chunks. Add in the cooked mushrooms. Add in the rehydrated porcini mushrooms as well as the water, and in with some pasta sauce. You can just use any pasta sauce you like. Just make sure you check the back and that there's no added sugar. Mix that through, and then once it comes together, sprinkle in toasted walnuts as well as 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Mix that through. How good does that look? Alright, the sauce is ready, so let's just set that aside whilst we make our pasta. To a large pot of salted boiling water, add around 200 grams of pasta. Here I'm using spaghetti, but really you can just use any pasta you want. Just cook those to package instructions, and once you're happy with how cooked they are, just drain it all out. Add a bit of olive oil to the pasta so it doesn't stick. Then serve yourself up some pasta, add some of our delicious rich Bolognese sauce, and serve it with a sprinkling of fresh basil. And here we have our mushroom lentil bolognese. Really, the word I would use to describe this is that it's just so rich and hearty because it has so many layers of flavor. We've taken it from that soup, cooked it down into the dal, and then we've taken that dal and turned it into a pasta sauce. So it has so much going on. It's so rich and comforting, and it makes every step of the journey worth it. I can't wait for you to try this out. Thanks for watching.